This cigarette lighter hasn't worked ever since I bought the car. We're going to see if we can get that running today. That's next. First of all, I'm going to apologize for this video quality. I'm going to do the whole thing on my phone because I can't get a camera in very tightly in this crawl space. So you're just going to have to bear with me. Anyhow, talking about these lighters. When I bought this car, the lighter didn't work at all. And I want to see if I can get the thing working because this 12-volt receptacle can be useful. It's not like I smoke cigarettes or anything like that. I don't. But you can use the 12-volt receptacle here for all sorts of things, as I'm sure you're aware. You can put adapters in that'll charge your phone or all manner of other things. So I want to see if I can get it running. First thing we're going to do is get under, disconnect it, and see if I actually have 12 volts going to the lighter. There's a wire in the back that it connects to, and it's easy enough to check. So this is the terminal for the 12-volt wire that goes to the lighter. I'm going to see, boy, if I can do this one-handed. I'm going to try to get that hooked up and see if I actually have 12 volts going to it. I've got that hooked into the... Okay, as you see, I've got 12 volts here, so that's good. I don't have to worry about tracing down a bad wire or anything like that. We have 12 volts to the lighter. I did notice, though, that this lighter is really loose. So we're going to want to tighten that up in the socket and see if we can't get that to be a little bit less sketchy there. So I wasn't able to show that, but I was able to get this tightened up better by just screwing that outer section back in so that this is now tight against the back of the dashboard and it doesn't wobble around anymore. Now this section on the inside is pretty dirty. There's just a lot of gack in there. That's a technical term, gack. And I think what I'm going to do is just get a cloth, get some acetone on that before I plug that thing back in, and see if I can't get that cleaned out a little bit. I'm getting some out with my fingers, but if I get a cloth in there with some cleaner, maybe I can do a little better job. Okay, now that I have everything fairly clean, I'm going to give this a try, and we'll see if it'll work. It's an old lighter, so it may or may not work. Usually it takes about 15 seconds or so for these things to heat up, and then they pop out on their own. That is if everything internally is working right. So we'll see if we get anything. It's been probably about 10 seconds now. I haven't really seen anything happen yet, but we'll give it a whirl. Nothing so far. Let me pull it out and see if it's gotten warm at all. No. Okay, let's try something else. This is back from the days when I was a smoker. Sometimes you have to push them in and hold them in order to get them to work. And just wait a few seconds here. And let's take a look. Oh yeah, it's glowing red. So this lighter works. That's good news. Now, that's part of the problem is fixed. But there's another issue here, and it has to do with the wire that feeds the 12 volts to the lighter. On these older cars, this is a 1966, that 12 volt wire does not go to the fuse block. It goes directly to the battery. There is nothing that is protecting it from, like say if it shorts, and you could basically get a dash fire, and I tell you what, you would really be up the proverbial pool without means of propulsion. So to rectify that problem with the 12-volt line to the cigarette lighter, I went out and I bought one of these guys. This is basically to hold an inline fuse, and it takes the AGS style, the glass fuses that the old cars used to, and I'll probably stick a 10 amp fuse in there. Don't really need anything more than that. And what that'll do is just give me a little extra safety factor for that thing when it's plugged in. So before we do anything on this guy, we're going to disconnect the battery, because remember, as I said, this thing is 12 volts straight to the battery, and there is no fuse in between. So we're doing that just as a safety precaution. You cut into that wire and it's going to pop something. So this is the guy that I've got to clip. I'll cut it back about a few inches, and then I can put in that inline fuse and we should be in good shape. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film this because I don't know how I'm going to hold the camera and do the snipping, but once I get it out of the car, we can go from there. Okay, so I've got this one splice done now, and it's cool enough to touch. I had a heat gun on it to shrink it down, so now I'm going to just put this shrink wrap over it and heat it again, get that shrink wrap down. This side will be complete. Looks good. Okay, so I have this crimp on the other side complete, and I'm just letting it cool. I'll put a little bit of shrink wrap on it, and this will be ready to plug back in. Okay, so the inline fuse is installed. I've got the battery hooked back up. So now let's see if this thing is going to work. I'll hold it in for just a few seconds, and we'll see if it makes this guy glow still. That should be enough. Oh yeah, we got 12 volts then. So, this is a success. Now I've got an inline fuse on that thing, so I don't have to worry about having a short occur and the proverbial poop hit the propeller, as they say. And now I can use this 12 volt outlet here for other things. I might pick up one of those USB inserts that you can pop in there, and then I can charge my phone while I'm driving. Anyway, that's it for this video. We'll see you on the next one.